making my English muffin jam rolls, which are fluffy and swirly, a little tangy, and they've got that signature English muffin cornmeal crunch. To get going, I'll make my dough. I'll start with 4 cups of all-purpose flour right in my mixer bowl, a tablespoon of sugar,
and then 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast to help the dough rise.
1 teaspoon of kosher salt. This is such a simple dough. I'll just give this a whisk to combine. Okay, for my wet ingredients, I've got 1 cup of warm water. The warm water is gonna help activate the yeast. And then typically in English muffins, you'd find buttermilk, but I always have yogurt on hand, and it does the exact same job. It adds that signature tang, and then it also tenderizes the dough. And this is whole milk Greek yogurt. You want that fat, because there's no other fat in the dough. So I'll add 2/3 of a cup. I'll mix this up into a shaggy dough. I'll get this on my stand mixer and knead it for 12 to 15 minutes until I have a smooth and slightly sticky dough. Okay, dough's looking good. I'll ball this up so that it has a taut surface and it'll rise evenly. Just as smooth as Bernie's tush. I'll place it face down into my oiled bowl. Then I'll flip it over, get the bottom coated in oil. I'll tuck her in for a nap. Gotta get that beauty sleep. And then let this rise until it's doubled in size. My dough is puffy, fluffy, and ready to roll.
The first thing I'm gonna do is dust my counter heavily with cornmeal because
It'll actually be able to roll up into the rolls, and I just love that texture. Okay, I'll get my dough out. Ooh, this feels so smooth and fluffy. And then I'll roll it out into a wide rectangle, 20 inches by 10 inches tall. Okay, I'm ready for my jam. I'm using strawberry and blueberry, since those are the best berries. And I'm gonna spread half of this in a thin, even layer, so about 1/3 of a cup. I'm spreading this all the way to the edges on the bottom and the sides, and then at the top, I'm leaving a 1-inch border. It'll help lock in that jam. And blueberry for the other side. I love the contrast of these 2 colors. Looking good, ready to roll. I'll start at the bottom and get a nice tight roll. And I can see that the cornmeal has stuck to the bottom of the dough. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. I'm at the end here, and I'll use the 1-inch border to pinch these ends shut and lock in that jam so that it doesn't leak out. I'm gonna place this seam side down. Okay, and now I'll cut this into 12 uniformly sized rolls. These are ready to go into the pan. I've buttered it and dusted it with more cornmeal. I'm gonna add these right in, alternating the different jam flavors so that the colors are really pretty. They're gonna get 1 more rise and then an egg wash before they go into the oven. They'll bake at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes until they're golden brown and just begging for glaze. Oh, these look great. Look at those swirls. That's what I like to see on my buns. This is just a basic powdered sugar glaze made with yogurt. I'll drizzle it all over. Oh yeah. Yum. And the warmth of the rolls is gonna help the glaze melt down and get into all those nooks.